Hands coming back.
From Club 8s to Junior 8s, this is the Junior Open 8s events, the Princess Elizabeth, the pink of Westminster School on the right, and they are against Emanuel School on the left, both rowing on the Tideway downriver in London. Those two 8s going away really strongly.
Westminster have great pedigree in this event over the years, and they'll look to be able to push on off this first day, get through the rounds, but Emanuel School will make it really hard, and it's going to be a lovely race to see. It's always fun watching the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup racing.
Yeah, some of the best races, I think, are our Junior 8s races. It's wonderful that we now have the Prince Philip as well, which is the equivalent event for women. Westminster, well, they're really going some, aren't they, on the left of our picture, coming up to the barrier, 637 metres into the course. Westminster are hammering away, but also we've got the Emanuel School in lane 1, and I thought the marker was wrong there. Actually, lane 1 went up early by mistake, but actually I think Westminster have got the lead. As we call it, but we'll see for certain as they come past our camera. And I love to get this picture, Mo, as they go past. Sort of talk us through what you can see in these boats. You
can see more ripples on the water than maybe what we had this morning, so maybe the conditions have changed. Maybe there's a little bit more wind coming through, but what I really like to see is the unified blade work. It's pink. It's really obvious to see. You can see when they're going in the water together, they're turning their blades perpendicular with the water, so that's squaring up nicely together, and it's lovely to see, when especially in a junior boys 8, but in any boat, when you see that unity, it's lovely to watch.
Yeah, they've got quite a nice kind of relaxed sort of pick-up there, haven't they? Looking like they're getting hold of it without rushing into it, and they're not kicking the boat back, they're propelling it forwards, and as we look from overhead, you can see that they've opened up a real nice, comfortable lead there. Well done, the Westminster crew.
Yeah, you never want to waste any energy, and you can sometimes waste energy with extra effort around the front end, especially if you slam it in or if you're too hard. There's a vertical force that has every action has an equal or opposite reaction, and so therefore you want your blade work to just drop in nice and smoothly, pick up that body of water, and then really lean and push it through as you go through that middle part of the stroke.
So Westminster looking really good. That sort of extra relaxation which comes from a lead at this point. They're coached by Matt Harris. He's been in the system there for 5 years. Josh Butler was the lead coach and moved on actually to Hampton. We saw them race just a couple of races before the tea interval here, but Matt has done a nice job with the same kind of technical approach. We love to see the sort of loose shoulders and the synchronicity that Mo was talking about there. So the Westminster School crew here have got a lovely lead now.
And only the 6th seat has been down this course in earnest, so it's a young crew. There's some ages seeing on the crib sheet in front of me that maybe this will be not just their first and last, there'll be progression. So whatever happens this regatta, they'll look to obviously try and go as deep as they can into the weekend. However, they'll know that this is a wonderful opportunity, a springboard opportunity to next year and the years beyond.
So Westminster leading, and now we take a look at the Emanuel School crew here, who are some way down. It's a bit harder for them to keep their heads in when they know that they're kind of some way out of touch, and sometimes the cocks might give them a little bit of hope to keep sustaining them through the course, right? And
you've got to represent your club, your school, really valiantly, and there's no point giving up, and these boys are doing that expertly so well. They don't know how far, they probably have been told how far behind they are, but they're still attacking it as if the race is neck and neck.
Yeah, we said, I mean, you can watch back in the history and the archives on YouTube from every race that we've had since 2015 to see that things don't always go according to plan, and you need to be ready. Douglas Goss in the bow seat there, we can see on the right of our picture in the Emanuel School crew, and let's just name check the Emanuel crew because it's likely that this is their one appearance here. Douglas, in front of him Jake Rackerson, Max Hillhorst, Milo Dreesa, Thomas Pearson, Chester Hall, Maximilian Brashall, stroked by Noah Stanley, and Cox by Libby Quick. Great name for a Cox, and it's a learning time for this young crew from Emanuel as we look at the backs of that crew surging through the water, trying to power their way down this track. But it's a tall order now for them because the bright pink of the Westminster School crew we can see here sitting strongly and relaxed in front.
Throughout the course, Westminster have had a really nice rhythm. And even when they've now taken the rate down, you can still see their arms, their body, their shoulders. They're all moving, swinging through together, which is a really nice rhythm that they've got. They also look like they're rowing very long, which is always what you want in a rowing boat. You don't want to be short and stabby. You want to get as much leverage around the front and back end as possible.
Yeah, well said, and I think they've been doing that well, as you pull right from the start there, Mo. So coming into the closing stages, it's been wonderful to see the turnout here. It's only a couple of years since we've had the Tuesday, the 6th day of Henley Regatta. That's allowed us to make room for the march towards gender parity, and we're nearly there. So many great races from the women in this regatta alongside these open events. This is the Open Junior 8s event, the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup, and it's so hotly contested. There were 42 entries, 32 get to race, but only one will hold the cup aloft, and Westminster have bought themselves a chance to make their progress towards that, beating Emanuel here in the first round. So confirming that win for Westminster over Emanuel, through to the next round.